Hey Flosstube, welcome to Creative Woman Studio. Hello friends, welcome back to my Flosstube video. I have so much to share because it's been a whirlwind. It's been 3 weeks since my last video. This channel is about cross stitch and other needlework and artwork endeavors. Welcome. If you're new here, thanks for joining me. So today is it's Friday, May 23rd. This is Flosstube 201. My last Flosstube video, I totally forgot to bring up that milestone of 200. That's kind of mind-blowing. My first Flosstube video was December 1st, 2018. So yeah, it's been fun. I really enjoyed this whole process and journey. And I'm glad to find time to make it happen, because in this busy life of mine with all of my deadlines, I do find it hard to find time to do these videos, but I find them important to me to document my life and my work. So I love sharing things with you all. So anyways, it's been a whirlwind. After my last video, we left for our trip to Florida. While I'm chatting, I'll be inserting pictures. We went with our best friends and we went to Siesta Key, Florida. We were there for a week. We rent a condo, and we were on, I think, the 4th floor? No, the 6th floor. The 6th floor. So it was the highest floor we've ever been on in this condo association or whatever, and it's lovely. It's nice to be up a little bit higher, because then we can see over the other condos and ocean views, the sound of the ocean. I mean, all of it just refreshes me and fills my soul and just relaxes me. It's just amazing. So we have a wonderful time. We basically get up in the morning. Unfortunately, the first 2 days, well, not the first 2 days, day 2 and day 3, because we got there on Saturday afternoon. Sunday, I don't work on Sundays, so we went to church and we went to the beach and we hung out and everything. Monday, I worked a full day, and Tuesday, I worked pretty much a full day on my fabric line for Riley Blake Designs. My fabric line was due. It was past due, actually, and you know, I was kind of bummed to be working on my vacation, but I thought to myself, you know, if I didn't have a job that was portable that I could do on my laptop, then what would happen? I would either, you know, because I was gone, not only, you know, I'll get to all that, but I mean, I was gone for almost 3 weeks, and it would have been too late to get that line done that, you know, that far past due. So I was grateful and blessed to be able to do that and listen to the ocean and continue my work. So that is a blessing. Anyway, we just hang out at the beach, and then we go get cleaned up. We go out to dinner, and then, you know, we watch the sunset if there is one. We had one sunset. It was so cloudy every evening. It was like when the sun came out and we saw there was going to be a gorgeous sunset, like, grab Kevin. I'm like, get your phone. We got to go take pictures. But it was amazing. The weather couldn't have been better. It was in the lower to mid 80s, and it was not humid. Previous years that we've been going, it's in the 90s and it's humid and you're just constantly sweating and you have to be in the water or you're just, you know, miserable. So it was perfect weather, and you know, we go out to dinner. It's just relaxing. So we really had a great time. After that, so I did not realize the day after we got home from Florida was Mother's Day. I got a new phone at Christmas time, and in the calendar, it was not set up to show all the US holidays, right? How dumb. Don't you think that would be standard, that would be on there? So I was clueless, and I was talking to Jan, you know, in Florida, and she said something about, you know, Mother's Day being the day after, and she was telling me about the plans they have with her mother-in-law. And I'm like, what? I kind of freaked out because the day after we got home, I was leaving again for another trip. So I'm like, I can't miss Mother's Day. So what we ended up doing was we got in about 3 o'clock on Saturday. And I, during the vacation, was setting up plans for all of us to get together at my mom's house. And yeah, I bought, you know, we happened to go shopping while we were in Florida, and I purchased my mom's gift there and got her a card. It was crazy. We got home, you know, got it picked up at the airport, came home, dropped off our, actually we didn't come home first. We went to the store. I got her a card. We got a few groceries. Went home, unloaded everything, grabbed up Teeny Woo, and basically we're out the door within 2 hours. Picked up food, went to my mom's, and spent the evening there. The boys were there and their girlfriends, and anyways, it was a lot of fun. It was just so rushed, you know. And then the next morning, oh, actually, yeah, when we got home, in that 2-hour span of unpacking, we had to load up my trunk show and load up all the kits because I was leaving in the morning for, you know, another trip. So yeah, unpack so that we could pack. So anyway, the next morning, got up and I was headed out to Spring Green, Wisconsin, not Wisconsin, to spend some time with quality time, like major quality time with some Stitchy friends. We went to Country Sampler and we stayed at the apartment upstairs. And oh my gosh, it was the shopping mecca. That is one of the most beautiful stores I've ever been in. It's not just cross stitch, but it's also quilting and home decor. And the way that Jeannie and her staff displays things, it's just a feast for the eyes. I know Lisa Smith, Kindred Stitcher, has already done a video, and she showed an amazing video of the store. I didn't videotape the store. I took a lot of photos. I have videotaped the store. We were there about 1.5 years ago. We were the fall of 2023. We were all there together, and I did a video then. So I can try to find that and link it down below. So you can see what it looks like in the fall time. But if you want to see a spring video of it, go watch Kindred Stitcher. She did a great job. But I have pictures that I'm going to insert at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. So we stayed there a few days, and I love these women. They're all so kind, so willing to share their knowledge, so very, very talented in all different ways. Every one of them. It just brings so much to the table, and just laughter. We had just the best time. Just the best time. So that was amazing. And then they left, so there were 7 of us there, and then 6 of them left to go to the Farm Girl retreat, which I would have been going with them, but I had my own retreat to go to. So they took off and went east, and I took off and went west, and I went out to Blue Earth, Minnesota for the Welcome Stitchery retreat. So I got there on a Wednesday, and I was there Wednesday and Thursday, just me in the hotel room, because we weren't even setting up until Friday. So Wednesday and Thursday was actually kind of nice because I knew when I got home it was going to be a crazy busy time. So I had my laptop, of course, take it everywhere I go, and I designed all my Patreon charts for June. I got them all done. I also designed Pink Coat Santa, which I actually started stitching last night, and snow days. Like I did a lot of things, charting and things for upcoming releases and things while I had that time. So I did that on Wednesday and Thursday. And then Friday, I went and set up my trunk show. It was later in the day, actually, so I had a lot of Friday also to work. And then, because there's not a lot to do in Blue Earth. You know what I mean? I went to see the Jolly Green Giant twice. And, you know, I found some really good restaurants. Not a lot of restaurants there either, but enough to make me happy. I found a really good Mexican restaurant. Really loved that. But anyway, so yeah, I got a lot of work done that needed to get done. I started a punch needle while I was in Spring Green with the girls, and I worked a lot on that too while I had my Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at my hotel. So got the trunk show all set up. Of course, I was the last one to finish setting up. I had some snafus that I worked through, but I was very upset and anxious, and so I forgot my hangers. I bring these like grid, you'll see in the pictures. I'll insert one here so you can actually see what it's like, but it's like just a grid panel so I can hang models on the front and back of it, and they break down into boxes that I can fit easily in the truck or whatever vehicle. You know, they break down pretty small. So I had 3 of those, and I forgot the hangers. And the hangers are the same ones I use for the Nashville retreat, the Nashville market. And what happened is I have a bin. It's a giant bin, and it has all of the Nashville, like the hangers and the furniture, like sliders that you can move furniture easily with, like all of our lights and all of our electrical cords, and all of that is in there. Well, I forgot to take the hangers out of there because, you know, we have 2 storage units. This is insane to me, and I'm over it. We have 1 storage unit that has things that, you know, like that bin. There's nothing in there that can get ruined by being cold or hot. And we also have some personal things in there. Our kids have stuff in there being stored. And then we have a climate controlled one as well. And that houses all of my quilting fabric and my models, because we're trying to clear out the other side of the workshop so they have more room for inventory. I do not like having everything in these 2 locations for these storage units are not by each other. So it's just, it bothers me. I've been wanting to add on to my studio, even because Kevin says, well, we're not adding on because if you just organize what you have, we'll have room. There's no freaking way we would have room. There's just no way. I also would like to add on so that I could have shelves with all of my fabric on it, because I am going to start quilting. That is a goal of mine. I'm going to start it this year. I might make just tabletop things to start with, but just to kind of get my feet wet again, because I have made a couple quilts, but it was years ago. And you'll see in my haul why I want to get back to quilting. But I have all this fabric, and I want to make things for my grandkids and my kids, and I want it on display where I can see it. So anyway, I have to keep working on my husband on that, because I really, really want an addition onto my studio where we can have a small, like, walk-in closet that would house all of my models and would, well, actually, then I could display models too over there. But it would house some of my models and all of the, like, things for setting up for shows and all that kind of thing. And then I could have all my fabric out on display. I could have a big table, because I'd love to have gatherings here to sit and stitch or sit and sew. That's my dream. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So anyways, the retreat opened on Saturday morning. So Saturday and Sunday was the retreat. And oh my gosh, I just love Justine and Shelley. So Justine and Shelley, their floss tube is Sips and Stitches, I think. Oh my gosh, I'll put it up here if I'm wrong. But they're fabulous. And Justine is hilarious. Her laugh is infectious. She just exudes joy. Just a joyful person. And she's just a delight to be around. So I also loved all the attendees Everyone was so kind. I know I say that all the time, but it's true. Stitchy people are the best people. You guys are all so very kind. And I received so many gifts. I actually had to take one of my boxes that I had emptied out when I did my setup to put all of my gifts in. You all are so generous. I received, and I'm not going to show them all because I feel like I don't want to just nitpick and pick out some and not show everything. So I probably won't show those kind of gifts anymore unless they come up where I'm using it or something. But thank you for the gifts. I mean, my heart is overflowing with gifts. It's amazing. Candy. Oh, yeah. I was a bad girl in Florida. Well, actually, in Florida, it wasn't bad because we're eating like seafood and fish and healthy stuff, you know. And anyways, I went a little bonkers though at the retreat and while I was driving. But anyways, so I'm not showing all my gifts because not to mention it would just take probably a good 45 minutes just to show all the gifts. But I just want you all to know, thank you. I so appreciate every single one. I got beautiful handmade project bags. I got a beautiful, like those jewelry cases, and she decorated all red, white, and blue. I mean, it's just amazing. So thank you. And then I have my trunk show, and I'll actually insert that video here. So that was my trunk show. It was a retreat with Chantel and myself, and Chantel designed, oh, I didn't get my pieces out. I'll have to do that. Chantel and I worked to design a piece for for the finishing piece. Does that make sense? Anyways, you get me. So what I'm going to start with though, I'm just going to start with what I worked on because I know a lot of people are here just to see any progress I might have made on my projects. So let's start with that. Oh, and I got to finish up with this. So after the Welcome Stitchery retreat, it was a 14-hour drive for me to get home. And so I took 2 days to do it. And I'm looking at the map and I'm like, oh, you know, I really don't like going around Chicago because it's a nightmare. So I like to go up and over. So I went back to Wisconsin and I stayed in Pere. Guess who lives there? My friend Denise, Goose Designs. So we got to hang out, we got to hang out for a day, more like a half a day because by the time I drove there, it was a 5.5-hour drive to get there. And her and Marianne and Cora, we went to Cora's house after dinner and we stitched together. Went to the Stitching Bee where Marianne works, and we surprised her. She didn't tell Marianne that we were coming. And so if you watch Goose Designs videos, I'll link her videos or her YouTube below. But she always talks about her friend Marianne and how she tries to get Marianne to come on her Flosstubes, and Marianne always says, oh, heck no, I'm never doing it. That's the Marianne I'm talking about. She also model stitches for me. She's wonderful. She's super fun. And so she works at the Stitching Bee. So we went and surprised her, and it was hilarious, the look on her face. So I also have a video of the Stitching Bee that will be at the end of this video. So I have 2 stores to share with you guys. It's amazing. Okay, so when I was in Spring Green with the girls, I worked on Tabby's, what is it called? Tabby's Garden. Oh my gosh, I don't even have the pictures here. You know what? They're all up at the house. I'll insert a picture here. Oh, I should shut that door. Anyway, I'll insert a picture here. It's a Patreon chart for this month. And I started it because I wanted to make sure that the colors for the kitty's face, you know, for the fur would work. And Once I got her face stitched, I had to continue with it. So last time you saw it, I just had the head of the kitty done in the hat. So I got her shirt, her blouse done. I got that that bird and started on her ginormous skirt. I did all of that while I was at Country Sampler. Since I've been home, I did the moon and that star and that flower, which that flower is turning out really pretty. I love this piece. It's so whimsical. Love it, love it, love it. And this is so fun to work on. This is Atomic Ranch. Oh man, I don't have the papers up here. Marsh? I want to say it's Marsh. If it's not Marsh, I will put it up here on the screen for you. But yes, Atomic Ranch. That's my first time stitching on Atomic Ranch, and I really like it. It's actually I want to say a 36 count. Again, I'll put it up here if I'm wrong. What else did I work on? So then I started my punch needle while I was there. And this is a rather large punch needle. This will be a new release in June, but the reason I'm even punching it is because my licensee, Park Designs, they're going to be making this into hooked rugs, hooked rugs, a floor runner, chair pads, and hopefully more. But this is the design they chose. Here's the back so you can see what it will look like. I got all the bunting left to do, and then Sweet Land of Liberty. I have to do that yet. But this is how far I've gotten. I got a ton done. I haven't worked on it since I've been home. So this is what I did while I was on my travels. That's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know. Can you see it very well? There you go. I really love punch needle. It's so fun. So yeah, that'll be a new release as well. But I got to get this done. Oh, and we're having a Memorial Day party at our house. So I usually work Saturdays, but I'm not working this Saturday because I have so much to do to get ready for this party on Monday. Just like I gotta go, I haven't bought any flowers. Like I need my new deck and my new patio to look beautiful for the party. So yeah, anyway, gotta get that done. Hopefully Saturday night, maybe even tonight I can finish it up. And then I worked on, this is what I worked on when I was, I think this is what I worked on when I was at Cora's house stitching, I want to say. Okay, so this is the hometown sale that I'm doing in Patreon with Tier 4. And last time you saw it, basically, whoopsie. Basically, I stitched this and the chimney on that house. But that chimney, there's 4 different grays in there. Isn't that stupid? It looks very cool though. So I did that and then I worked on that house. So I didn't get a ton of things done on this, but the next page dropped on the 15th while I was away. And I'm like, man, I don't want to fall behind. I'm still caught up with everyone right now. But one thing I can say, matter of fact, I can show you. Some of my long stitches, I should just wait. Like back stitches are okay to do, but these long stitches, like for instance on this blue house, I don't even know if you can see right now. Anyway, I'm folding this, I'm moving it around, and the long stitches need to be done like one of the last things. Wow, we're already a half an hour in. So yeah, making just a little progress on that. It's really fun to stitch. I know a lot of people at the Welcome Stitchery retreat, they were working on this while they were there. It's so fun to see everyone working on it and all the different fabrics that they're using, and they all said how much they're enjoying this stitch along. Now, it's a 2-year sale, We are on page 17. So we've been working on it 17 months, you guys, and it doesn't feel like it. The pages are so small that you can keep up easily. Of course, you know, some people haven't picked it up in 5 months and then they feel overwhelmed. But if you just tell yourself, I'm going to do a page a month, in 2 years sounds ridiculous, but I cannot believe the end of this year, we're going to be done with it. It's like, and I can't even believe it's going to be June. So like we have 1 more week left of this month. It's mind-blowing how fast time goes. All right, so I pulled the floss for, oh yeah, I can't forget the giveaway today. I pulled the floss for Pink Coat Santa. I got him all designed while I was gone, and oh boy, you guys, I pulled every pink floss I could find of DMC, Weeks Dye Works, Classic Color Works. I pulled every pink floss and I agonized over it. And I'm like, okay, I don't feel comfortable enough sending it to a model stitcher because I don't know if the pinks are going to work together. So I'm stitching the full thing myself. So this is Pink Coat Santa. Pink Coat Santa. Look at his face. Are you not in love? I'm in love with him. He's so stinking cute. Oh, I love him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch the full thing so that if you want to frame him, you can. I'm also, once I get to a point where I'm comfortable with all the pink colors working together, then I'm going to send it out to a model stitcher and have them just, so if you purchase this pattern, you'll get 2 patterns. You'll get the full one, and then you'll get another one that's just going to have the Santa. And I'm going to take all this stuff out around him, like the gifts, the trees, the snowman I'm taking off. I'll probably leave that tree because it works. I might leave that gift. I'll probably leave that gift because usually... So basically, my Blue Coat Santa, how I made him into a little pillow. Well, same thing I'm going to do with this. Get rid of this tree. It'll come up here. Get rid of the snowman. And I'll probably change his hat so that his hat comes down a little bit so that it's not like too weird when you make the pillow. So anyway, I'm going to have that stitched twice. And here's my progress. I'm stitching this on 40 count Sandbar by Under the Sea Fabrics. Oh, and this is how far I've gotten so far. It doesn't look so great. He looks, well, the reason is, okay, so I was just going to stitch half of his face just to, you know, make sure the colors are good. And then I thought, well, I might as well, while I have the thread and the needle, go ahead and get his other eye done. And then right here is his cheek. Well, the pink that I picked out for his cheek blended into his skin tone way too close, and you couldn't even see it. So I ripped that out. So I think so far I'm liking the pinks. I will know more once I get his hat done and kind of come down here and get his beard, and I'll know more then. But I think it's coming out pretty cute. And I love this fabric. Take a close look at that fabric. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. And I love, it's kind of coming across more gray on the camera, but it's like a grayish, it's like a brown gray. I love it. So there you have it. Pink Coat Santa is coming near you. And I have it in my new Goose bag because my friend is the kindest person on the planet and makes beautiful project bags and gifts them to me. She makes them out of my fabric. So this is my new Girlfriends fabric, and she gave me 2 for a giveaway. So we will be having 2 giveaways. Ta-da! So here's a close-up of one of them with the green zipper. And here's the other one. Oh my goodness. Look at those ghoul friends. With the witch boots on the back. So what I want you to say in order to be in the giveaway is just make a comment and make sure you use the word ghoul. 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 They're so fabulous. So thank you, Denise. You are the best. So awesome. Where to put stuff. Okay, so that is my whips. We are done with whips. I want to talk just real quick about the Wren sampler. Boy, am I surprised how popular this is. It's a big sampler. I never know. You never know. But people are absolutely loving this, and we're selling a lot of these books. But I forgot all about doing a DMC conversion, which I have yet to do. So I'm hoping maybe later today. If not, it will be Tuesday. So let's just safe to say next week you'll be able to get the DMC conversion if you would like. Also, it was brought to my attention that the 36 count, I had 14 3/4 by 23 1/2. Well, it's not 23 1/2. It's 17 1/2. So I'm not sure what my deal was when I typed that in. Obviously it was a mistake. So I need to post that on my website though, so that you know there's that error there. Okay, and how I know about that, I would have never known. But when I went to Country Sampler, she said, I hate to bring this up to you, but I think you should know. And she said, because I had a customer come in and bought the red cedar from Cedar River Linens, and she wanted a certain size piece to fit that 36 count size that's posted in here. And she said, oh, that's not right. And so she's like, it's actually a smaller piece. And the lady was so worried that she wasn't going to get enough fabric for her piece. And so she had to look it up and show the lady online that, you know, indeed, Teresa made a mistake there. So, I mean, that's 6-inch difference. That is a 6-inch difference, 23 to 17. So, yeah, my bad. I apologize. Okay, I'm going to take a little break because I forgot to pull the projects that I did for Welcome Stitchery Retreat. Hold, please. Like the best way to continue this video is to just kind of go in chronological order of, is that the word I'm looking for? Of how things happened. So first was Country Sampler. So I want to share with you, I just went through all those samples, and there were some quilts in there, and I have fabric, or threads I mean, all over me. So I'm going to just go over my haul from what I purchased at Country Sampler. So I said I am not buying any quilt kits. When I was at Primitive Gatherings last fall for my retreat there, I had I purchased one of Lisa Bonjean's books. I can't remember, but it was Americana, and I had them kit up one of those quilts in the book. I mean, seriously, Teresa, I have all this fabric, I know, but sometimes you see a quilt and you just want it to look just like our cross stitch, right? We want them to look like the cover photo. Well, when I see a photo of a quilt, I want it to look just like that. And I don't want to mess with like cutting up my own fabric and making, anyways. So I said I wasn't going to buy any quilt kits, but I did. Because when it comes to red, white, and blue, I love this country, and I love everything Americana, whether it's antique or not. But I do prefer the more primitive or the vintage, you know, antique-y look. I think I might have a photo too of Lisa holding this quilt up. So if I do, I'll insert that here. But here is the quilt. And is it not stunning? Absolutely stunning. And it has what is what I learned is piano key border, and I probably won't miter my corners. I'll probably just put one of those stars in the corner. It's fabulous. And I bought the kit because look at those muted colors. Oh my lands. I love, look how they kit these up. It's pretty amazing. So I did buy that. That wasn't the first day. I think that was the second day we were there. I also purchased Monahan papers. I'm telling you, I love their stuff. And I use their ribbons a lot. And as you can see, this is a very Americana look as well, because I just can't get enough of it. Well, I'll be honest, one of the reasons, oh, my battery's about to die. One of the reasons I'm so geeked and stoked about Americana is because 2026 is the semi-quincentennial, 250 years. It's the 250th year anniversary of the founding of our amazing country. So I'm working and I'm doing some deep dive into history, and I'm working on tons of Americana things, because next year you're gonna be inundated with designs from me, at least, all about Americana, like tons and tons. So I've been sketching my brains out too, and I have some amazing books that I've been perusing and it's been inspiring me. So yeah, I'm all about America. All right, what other goodies did I get? Well, I bought a crown while I was there, you know, because I need a crown. Doesn't every woman need to wear a crown? Just kidding, it's not to wear, but I am going to take this little clip off the back and I'm going to make this into a pincushion. Is it not fabulous? My goodness, it's all grungy, just like I like it. There you go. All nice and grungy. Check out my nails. Mom and I just went and got our pedicures, or our manicures yesterday. I'm due for a pedicure too, but anyway, yeah, we had fun, and then I took her out to lunch. It was wonderful, because, you know, I'd been gone for almost 3 weeks, and I did see her in between the 2 trips for a hot minute for Mother's Day, but it was nice to spend time with her. Oh, so I love this design. Little Robin Designs. I love it. It says, when the queen is happy, there is peace in the kingdom. Is that not fabulous? But at Country Sampler, hopefully I have a picture of it I can insert. Last year when I was there, in 2023 in the fall when I was there, I loved their, what do you call it, conversion. So it's on a darker fabric, and look at that floss. So that floss, being variegated like that, when you're stitching the words, they kind of, you can see them real good, and then they kind of get ghosty, and then you can see it real good. So it looks aged. It looks like it's been around for 100 years. And again, this year when I saw it, I was just like, oh, that's it. I waited 1.5 years and I still love it. So I'm getting it, and I got it all kitted up. I love that. Then I bought Clementine. Now, I think I have most all of the animal crackers, but the reason I got it, I might have even, if I have another one, I will be giving it away. But this one was fully kitted, and I can't resist a full kit. So, hopefully I didn't already have her, but if I did, I will give the other one away. Then I bought some velveteen because, oh my, who doesn't love velveteen? And I got a fat quarter, 46 count. All right, battery died. I'm back. I got some dark soil from XU Designs. Well, I bought it at Country Sampler. You all are familiar with it. It's fantastic. And what is going to be stitched on this is going to be a model, and it's going to be my second stocking, big Santa stocking. It's going to be so cool. That's the other thing that I did while I was gone. I finished designing the stocking while I had that couple day, 2.5 day layover between Country Sampler and Welcome Stitchery Retreat. I did finish charting the stocking that's going to go on this fabric, so that's exciting. I always pick up these little fabrics for finishing every time I go somewhere that has little cuts of fabric. So here are some little cuts of fabric I got. These little prints, I love them. And look at this one. Ooh, I really love that one. But they're all beautiful. So like for pillow backings and the backs of, for drums or for whatever. Don't judge me. No, I'm kidding. Oh my gosh. So Lori Textilist bought this. And so what we do is we all went down shopping the first day. And they had said that there was a bus coming in full of quilters. But you know, a lot of quilters also stitch. So we were like, well, when are they coming? And they said like 10 a.m. And we're like, well, can we get in early? And they're like, no. So we were down there at like 9:55 and they let us in right at 10 and the bus wasn't there yet. Like we were afraid these people, because it was like 50 ladies coming in, and we were afraid that they were all going to just come in and clean the place out. They were the first, Country Sampler was their first stop on an all-day bus tour. So they were very, you know, they had a lot left to shop, so they were very conservative. But we were worried. So silly. Like little school girls, you know, just silly girls. Anyways, so when we get done shopping, we all have to do show and tell. And when Lori showed this, I was like, I love that. It's a woven. Look at it. Oh, and the red. Oh my gosh, I love red. So this is fabulous. I got some of that. I think most of us got some of that. Then I bought these two things because I'm going to make pillows. You know, we have a new patio and we're getting patio furniture and trying to get it all nice and beautiful down there. And I want to make some like lumbar pillows, just small pillows for the back. And I picked out these two fabrics. Again, kind of the Americana theme. Aren't they fabulous? Oh, I love them. So yeah, I'm going to make those. And that I can do. I can make pillows. That's pretty easy. I bought Old Top Hat 46 count. Why? Just because I love it. This is Dames of the Needle. It's so pretty, and it's I think it was between this and Dark Soil for that stocking, and Dark Soil went out, but yet I will use this for something else. I love it. Oh, another piece of velveteen strawberry, and then this little thing that you can use the ribbon on it or not. I don't plan on using the ribbon because I'm just going to use this like for staging. I'm always looking for things for my photography for my covers. And I just thought that was really pretty. Pretty ribbon. I mean, I could use some of the ribbon. But anyway, it's all grungy. It's very cool. All right, one last. Okay, two more bags. I kind of went crazy, guys. Bought some fabric, XU Designs brown paper, 36 count. I split that, I think, with Donna Lightsky. Isn't that pretty? Such a great prim color. This one's 56 count, Confederate gray by Weeks. And I don't have any more Confederate gray, so I was really excited. And 56 count excites me too. Matter of fact, I would love to have Pink Coat Santa stitched on 56 count. He'd be so little. Oh my gosh. When I get, oh, I hope I don't forget to show this picture or talk about it. When I get to the Welcome Stitchery Retreat, oh my gosh, I have to show you a picture of Jamie from the Pink Stitchers. Her and her mom, Chris, were there. Erica wasn't there, sadly. But Jamie stitched one of the animal crackers on 46 count, and I'm like, girl, I'm so glad I haven't stitched one yet, because this is exactly what I'm going to do. I am stitching it on 46 count because it was so little and so stinking cute. And then here's another group of fabrics. This was the first group of fabrics that I had picked out for finishing. Man, I got this all messed up. Well, I'm trying to make it pretty for you. You know, like a little deck of cards here. And I'm failing. Look at these fabrics. Are they not so beautiful? My colors. Look at that one. Oh, look at that one with the berries. A little polka dot. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then I thought that was really cute. I know, I have my own fabrics too. I know. You know, fabric is just as addictive, just as addictive as cross stitch patterns. Where'd my book go? Okay, so I bought this book. I love bougie journals. I really love bougie journals. So I bought this. It's an art journal. It has that really cool old looking paper. Sorry for the noise. Is this not just fabulous? And it has that paper in it. It's all deckled edges, I think that's called. But antiqued papers. Anyway, look how many papers are in there. It's pretty awesome. I want to read to you what it says on the front, because I'm like, you know, we've been in business for over 30 years. It wasn't always easy. Okay, it's never easy. But we had some really, really hard times when I just didn't know if we would ever get out of the hole. That happened twice to us in our lives together, where we almost lost our house. I mean, it was a lot. So anyway, let me read this to you. Success is not defined by the absence of challenges, but by the ability to overcome them. Let me read that over, because look at the text. It's very hard for me to read this text, so I kind of read that a little bit weird. Success is not defined by the absence of challenges, but by the ability to overcome them. In the face of adversity, your character is forged and your determination is tested. And I'm like, this just spoke to me. The author is unknown. I have to do a sampler that has this on it, because it is so true. You know, people in all walks of life, we all face challenges, correct? And do we let that challenge crush us and stop us from going after our dreams or our goals? Or do we overcome them? And by overcoming them time and time again, we build character. We build, you know, it makes us a stronger person. And then it makes those challenges, like once you've overcome a lot of challenges, then not that they become easier, but you have a mindset about it where it's like, this is a blip in the road. It'll be okay. We're going to get through this too, type of thing. You know, I absolutely love that. So yeah, that really spoke to me. Then we were talking about Lori, and so you guys know Lori Textiles. I'm going to link everyone below. And then Kindred Stitcher. Lisa, you know, they are big time into quilting and they are amazing. Well, they were talking about Edita Sitar laundry basket quilts. And I'd heard of laundry basket quilts, but they were saying Edita Sitar, and I'm like, who's that? Anyways, I went down there and I was at the store, because the apartment's like upstairs above it. And I was just looking through the quilt books, and I want to redo one of my rooms in my home. I might even do it in our bedroom because our master bedroom needs to be redone. It's the only room in the house, guys, and this happened with our old house, our first house too. It's the only room in the house that when we moved in, I repainted and decorated every single room. But our room has wallpaper in it, and it's a hideous wallpaper too. I don't like it at all. But we've been here since 2001. It has been what, 22 years? No, 20, oh my gosh, 24 years. 24 years we have lived in this home with that hideous wallpaper, and I'm over it. It's like, so we got the deck done, we got the patio done. This year we're getting new windows and siding. Then next year we're moving to the inside of our home. The basement, which is a walkout basement, it's very functional. It's where I hang out and stitch. We had that remodeled last year. I just need to decorate the walls and get some furniture, more furniture pieces down there, and hang, you know, samplers and paintings and stuff like that. That's the easy part. But the upstairs, we're gonna get, you know, our 2 new bathrooms, and then I'll redo our bedroom, but we're gonna hire someone to paint because my house, when you walk in, there's like an small entryway, and it's all open. And you look into the living room and the kitchen and the dining room is all just one open area. And then it goes down the hallway to the bedrooms and bathrooms. Well, that whole area is a lot of painting to do. So we're hiring someone to do that. And then we're gonna get new cabinets and countertop in the kitchen. So that's all gonna happen next year. So it's another reason I want to get into quilting, because I want to make things. I want my home to reflect me, right? I mean, I have a lot of antiques. It's not like it doesn't look cool. The upstairs looks pretty cool. I've been collecting antiques. I mean, when we did Primitive Folk, we had that business, and we went out to Market Square. We have tin lighting. I mean, it's cool, but it needs updated. And I want to get more into a home decor look for not only my house, but for my business. I want everything that I design to work in my house, and try to stay a little bit more focused, if that makes any sense. Whew, all that to say, I really love white and cream color and blue quilts. I would love to have a blue and white room. I've seen them. I've seen that before, and it's just so pretty. You can easily add a little bit of red during 4th of July, you know, during July, or like all through the summer or something. So when I saw this cover photo, I lost it, because I love all the quilts, but look at that cool piece of furniture too. I need to go antiquing, y'all. Well, then I just do one of these. When I find a book I like, I do one of these things. Just kind of quickly, like, oh, and then I was like, oh, but look at that, oh, look at that. And I mean, there's not one quilt in here that I don't like. There's some I like more than others. And I'll show you the one that really, I was like, oh. The only problem is it's got applique on it, which I am going to learn that someday as well. But this was the quilt that really got me. And to be honest, I would probably leave these off. I'm not crazy about those, but this star with the applique in the center, I love this piece. I would love to make that. So anyway, look at this. I mean, so many beautiful pieces in here. So anyway, got that. Like on my last video, I kind of felt bad. I felt like I whined a little bit in there because I was saying, you know, that I don't have time to like make things. But I'm slowing down. I only have one more retreat this year. I am teaching punch needle though, somewhere right here in Michigan, just local. I'm excited about that. But that's not a retreat. That's not like months of prep, okay? So I have one more retreat at Quilter Station in September, and then next year all I have is a fall retreat. I'm not going to announce it yet because it hasn't been set in stone, and I'm not supposed to announce it yet. And then in 2027 I have 0, 0, 0, 0. I was very sad to have to turn down a retreat at the Country Sampler. Jeannie and I were talking, and she invited me to be part of, it's not summer school, summer camp. And I told her, I said, well, if if you can wait till 2028. And I've been saying that to a lot of people, so I have a feeling 2028 is going to come and people are going to be like, you said. But I have not said anything in stone for 2028. I may love 2027 so much that I have all that free time that I may not go back to doing retreats. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Time will tell. There was another book that I got the last day we were there because I looked at it and I loved it, but I had already bought the other sketchbook. But this one, oh my gosh, look how thick. And look at all the pages in it for sketching or even note-taking. Well, my sketchbooks always have lots of notes in them too. So I got this too. So I'm set on sketchbooks, you think? What else? Oh, and I fell in love with this Otter Creek. I don't have a lot of Gentle Arts threads. And so I was just kind of perusing the Gentle Arts threads and wow, is that beautiful. Sorry. Trying to get this where you can see it. Get your face out of there. Isn't it pretty? So I have that. I don't know, that might have been blurry, and if it wasn't, my apologies. And then, again, on the Americana Kick, samplings of memories. And I love that, to put on a project bag or put on some scissors. And then I got another one, sampling of memories. Oh yeah, this one. Oh, look at how cool that one is. A fall one. Got like a pumpkin, and that's like a wool applique, pumpkin in the urn. Very cool. Got those. Oh yes. And I was pretty much done. Like, I'm done. I don't need anything else. And then, wouldn't you know, at the very top of this shelf, and there were like lights in the ceiling, and so they were kind of shining, and I couldn't really see them, and that's, I think, why they got missed. These are small. Well, let me just preface this before I show you. The actual stitched piece is probably like this big, but with the frame, they're about this big. And this is the one I bought first. Let me take it out of there. Home to Me garden flag. Look at that. It's like a little tiny mini quilt. Now, does that not look rustic and antique-y? Oh my goodness, I love it so much. And I want that framed and on my wall. And I got the charm pack to go with it. So this charm pack will make that. Well, that same charm pack, I bought 2 of them because I got the other one. And I was only going to get the Americana flag one. But Donna Lightsky, the little enabler that she is, she got this one. And I'm like, I love that one too. So, and they were displayed together. Aren't they cool? Now, this one is not pieced. This one is appliqued onto it. And it's like raw edged applique. I don't know if you can really see that. But anyway, super prim and vintage looking. I love it. So I'm going to take a little break here, and you'll not even know it because I'm going to clean this mess up. I'll be right back. That was quite the haul from Country Sampler, and I'm just really excited about everything that I purchased. Then on to the Welcome Stitchery Retreat. The projects, I really love them. They're so pretty, all 3 of them. So I did 3 designs. So the first one that I did, this was something that I actually had stitched and framed, and I was waiting for like the right moment or the right time or the right retreat or whatever for this piece. And when I started thinking about what to design for the Welcome Stitchery Retreat, this came to mind, and I was like, this is absolutely perfect because it's springy. There's a house. What's not to love? So this was actually stitched in 2024. So I gave them all the numbers so they could switch it out. But I want to read it and then I'll show it to you. It says, "From all that dwells below the skies, let the Creator's praise arise. Let the Redeemer's name be sung through every land by every tongue." And here it is, and I love it. So I had this stitched, like I said, for quite a while, but I got it framed. God, when did I get this framed? It was last fall, and it was one of the first things I had framed by Birds Custom Framing and Art Supplies in Bay City, Michigan. So they did a beautiful job, as you can see. It's so pretty. That's the verse. I love that little box of flowers at the bottom. My favorite part though is just that house. It's got red curtains, a red door, and just the different color bricks. It's so pretty. So yeah, that was their main retreat piece. So they got all of the floss and the linen in order to stitch this piece. But I really like to, I've been doing this a lot lately, but I really like to have a small or a coordinating piece to go with. And look at this drum. Let me see if I do that. There we go. So that's the back. And basically I just took the flowers and recharted them to fit for this drum. I love the butterfly. I think that was a cute accent there. Yeah. So they got the little drum pattern too. And then since it was a retreat where I was to collaborate with Chantal, which is one of my favorite things to do. Chantal and her husband, I have to include her husband because he does a lot of the like mathematical part of the layouts and stuff of these things. He's so good and they're so wonderful to work with. Chantal is so talented. She's such a fast and really good stitcher. Her store is amazing. Her products are amazing. She's very innovative, forward-thinking when it comes to what do stitchers need, what do stitchers want. Yeah, I love working with her, and I'm so blessed that she's only an hour from me. I guess if I'm ever having a really bad day, I could just drive an hour to Chantel's and go in her shop, and I'd just be so happy. Anyway, we collaborated on this piece. I really, I think, I want to say it was Barbara John's. I drove out there because Barbara was stitching something for me. And then I also needed to meet with Chantal about making a finishing piece. And I think it was Barbara actually that brought up the picket fence. And I'm like, a picket fence with a house? I mean, isn't that like the American saying, I just want to live in a house with a picket fence? Yeah. So we have a picket fence. And so what I'm talking about, like with her husband being the math genius, you know, he has to make sure that these are the right width to fit perfectly, you know, on that. And I think we lay people, us normal people, average people, whatever you want to say, we take that for granted. Like, we don't think about how someone has to mathematically make that fit. We don't think about that, right? I don't, until she said that, and I was like, oh my gosh. So now whenever I look at the pieces they designed together, I just go, oh my gosh, you know, that took a lot of thought. And I could never do that because I'm not a math person. So anyway, so what I did here is obviously I just took the house and the green part of that. I had to rechart these flowers because on the original piece they kind of come up and over the house. Shrunk those down a bit. And here's a small sweet little piece for them to finish. So they got the finishing piece as well. And then the welcome That is actually my handwriting. And then these are not screwed in. These little screws are actually just, they are engraved by Chantel, and then I just painted them to look like screws. And I gave them, you know, all the paint colors I use. I really wanted the paint to match this house, but not be too bright. I wanted the piece to stand out. I don't know. I think I accomplished what I wanted. No, I know I accomplished what I wanted. I wanted the fence to kind of match the linen color. And anyway, so this is the wood piece that they got. And when this comes, so all these patterns will be released a year from now, and Chantel will release this piece. However, it will not have my handwritten welcome at the top. She's going to do something different. I can't remember what it is, but she's going to do something about this taking a really long time with the laser. And so I think it's going to be maybe a cutout that's going to be adhered to it from now on. I don't know, but it's not going to be my handwriting. So that, which is nice because it's something exclusive that they got at the retreat that no one else will get. So there you go. Those are the 3 pieces they got. So their patterns came in the super cool project bag, so they can keep everything in there. So they got the pattern, the fabric, and the floss, the 3 patterns, the fabric, the floss. They got one of my business cards and one of my logo stickers, and then they also got a little pack of note cards with this little whimsy chick that has been so popular that I ended up charting and releasing at market this year. My heart is fed with needle and thread. So these note cards will also eventually be in my Etsy shop. I do have a few left over that I'll put in my Etsy shop, but I do plan on printing more and having those in stock. So yeah, that's what they received, and they were all super excited about it. A lot of people were starting it already at the retreat, which as a designer makes your heart happy, but I don't expect it. I don't at all, because I know when I go to a retreat, I don't always start the project. I'm usually focused on something that I brought that I'm already been working on. And so please never feel like if you're at one of my retreats, you need to start on the project I give you. I didn't mean to say that. You know, I didn't mean to send those kind of vibes. Okay, so what else? What can I say about the Welcome Stitchery retreat? I will insert pictures at the end. I did get a lot of photos taken with people. A lot of people were brought their land that I love. I don't know, people, it's just wonderful. It's wonderful. People bring things that they have finished of yours and want to share it with you. And I love that. I love that so much. So that kind of brings me into your finishes, right? So let's talk about your finishes. I did have some people email me some of their beautiful finishes. So let's start out with Jennifer Dunstan. She finished Egg Delivery. Oh my gosh, I love it in that frame. Hi, Teresa. Just wanted to share with you a picture of my finish of Egg Delivery from your March 2025 Patreon chart. A few days after your March Patreon was released, my son and I headed out to Virginia Beach for a 4-day track meet. In the rush and chaos of getting everything ready and packed, I accidentally left my entire stitching bag on the couch. Thankfully, a quick Google search landed me at Dying to Stitch LNS in Virginia Beach the first morning of the track meet. The wonderful ladies rushed to kit me up Egg Delivery from the chart on my phone and got me in and out of the shop in 10 minutes to make it in time for the track meet. This adorable project kept me company during the hours of downtime at the meet. Luckily, I had some extra time the next day to make it back to Dying to Stitch to admire all the stunning work and fabric displayed throughout the store and to make a few extra purchases. Thank you for the sweet chart that kept me company for those 4 days and for all the memories it will bring back every Easter when I display it. Jen Dunstan. Oh my gosh, I love that story. And isn't it sweet? Yeah, that'll be coming out. I'll probably, because I did a bunch of bunnies in March, and those will probably be released at market in a book. Next we have Jenna, and here's another one of the bunnies from March. She said, "Hi Teresa, hope this email finds you well and that you had a lovely Easter. My mom treated me to your lovely chart, Bunny Kisses from Patreon for Easter. This has been my first project of yours and I have stitched and certainly won't be my last. The image attached is my finished stitched using called for DMC colors on 18 count Zweigart yellow splash. Thank you for all your beautiful charts and fabric. Love, Jenna Hookie. So cute. Next is, oh, by the way, thank you ladies for sending those in. Cindy Vanderwall. Hi Teresa, I have been a cross stitcher for about 45 plus years. I am a 73-year-old wife, mother, and grandmother. I'm also Catholic, devoted to my faith. I was thrilled to find your sacred cross stitch pattern. I stitched it and recently got it back from my framer. I am so happy with it and wanted to share this picture with you. I love it. Thank you for the pattern and I look forward to more charts in your Faith and Stitches series. I heard recently that you will soon be releasing the Divine Mercy Prayer. That will be great. I recently have a small, very small start on Madonna and Child and have several of your angel charts in my stash. I also have a small start on Beauty Fades. I'm not on Instagram or much social media, but I appreciate, reading is hard, but I appreciate so much your beautiful designs. Wishing you a blessed Easter season from Cindy Vanderwall. So pretty. Okay, this sacred chart has touched so many people. It doesn't have to just be for Catholics, but, you know, I think people that are Catholic know I'm Catholic, so they bring that up. But this is, I've had so many people come up to me and say, thank you so much for this chart. And like the women, some of the women are like, my husband cannot wait for me to get this done, to get it on the wall. And I mean, it just means so much to me. So I appreciate you all sharing your stories with me and sharing your stitching. Thank you so much. Next we have Sheila Wilson. She said, hi Teresa, just bought. Let me slow down, take a breath. Just thought I would share my finish with you of Patriotic Tweet that I finished stitching last night and couldn't wait to fully finish it. It's getting to be the season where I'm wanting to get my Patriotic decor and cross stitch out. I stitched this on 18 count ale. Thank you for your beautiful designs. Have a blessed day. Thank you so much, Sheila Wilson. Ah, I love it. She is a great finisher. Look at how beautiful that is. So pretty. And then, uh-oh, I don't have a name on this. Oh, I didn't print the name. All right, hold please. Next we have Helen Cochran. She also stitched Sacred in a totally different frame and it's just as beautiful. Just wanted to share my finish version of Sacred. I love it and proudly display it beneath the crucifix in my living room. Thank you for your beautiful designs. Thank you so much, Helen. It's beautiful. She didn't say what she stitched it on, but that's a beautiful fabric. So pretty. Next we have Pam Seberg. She said, I finally finished, excuse me, on 32 count linen that I hand dyed. Changed the pocket to a kitten inside. Our older cat passed in December and it didn't take me long to find kittens to welcome into our home. Oh my gosh, it didn't print the rest of it. Thank you so much, Pam. I love it. There she is. There's that whimsy chick. Last but not least, we have Jan Holder. She said, I started this project on Thanksgiving Day 2024. I have a new tradition with a couple friends that we start a Teresa Kogut chart on Thanksgiving. 2023 was Dwelling Place and 2024 was God Saw. Here's my finish for God Saw. I absolutely love all the colors you chose for this one. I used your called for flosses and stitched on 40 count Salt Ash by Cedar River Linens, 1/2. Thank you for your beautiful designs, from Jan. Thank you so much, Jan. And God Saw. There was a couple of people stitching on that at the retreat as well. Thank you so much, ladies, for sending in your photos of your finished pieces. I love them all. If you would like to send in something that you finished of one of my designs, you can send it to teresakogut3@gmail.com. That's up here on the screen if you want to take that down. Oh, just real quick. I want to just share an app with you that I love. It's called Yuka. Here is, oh Lord, here is what it looks like. It's a little carrot. So it's Y-U-K-A, Yuka. It's fabulous. So amazing. So you go in to the store or even your refrigerator, in your cupboards, and you use the barcode scan. There's a little, it says scan and it has a little barcode. You click that, you do this barcode scan, and it will tell you on a scale of 0 to 100 if it's healthy for you or not. If it's terrible for you, it will, at the bottom, will suggest better choices. This app is amazing. I love it so much. So here's one. When I was in Florida, I make my own ranch dressing. It's delicious. I like it just as much as the store-bought, but I actually like it even more because it's good for me. So I buy yogurt. I forget all what's in it, but it's all healthy stuff. So here, for instance, is a probiotic yogurt, Greek yogurt, that I bought in Florida to make ranch dressing for us. And it is an 82 out of 100, so it is excellent. And it gives you all the breakdown of it. Let me go back. Now this is in my history, so you can look up things that you've scanned in the past. Let's look at this. Oh, that was so funny because I wasn't going to make ranch dressing because I thought I'm going to throw a lot of this yogurt away because I just need a little bit of it. We scanned so many ranch dressings while we're there trying to find one. And Jan actually had this app too. Her daughter told her about it. So here's one. Brianna's ranch dressing. Look at the score. Look at that score. 0 out of 100. 0 out of 100. And it will say negative. So why is the score so bad? It has additives, high calories, sodium, saturated fat. It has all the bad things. And so then it says, well, here's a recommendation. Avocado Green Goddess Yogurt by Bolthouse Farms. That's still only 51 out of 100. It's still not a great choice. 60 out of 100 is Avocado Ranch Dressing by Little Salad Bar, which I've never heard of. 67 out of 100 Organic Light Ranch Dressing by 365 Whole Food Markets. So it gives you, at the bottom, you can scan through and find ones that are better. Okay? None of them are above a 76. But still, the 76 one, if you're interested, because I love ranch dressing. It's my go-to. It's my favorite. 76 is, Kombucha Ranch Dressing by Biora. Where would you ever find that? But you know, you can find stuff on Amazon too if your local store doesn't have it. So that one is the best one that they offer. So anyway, I wanted to turn you onto that app. It's a free app. And it was actually my son, Ryan, that turned me on to this about, I don't know, probably 2 months ago. And I love it. So use it at the grocery store. But, there's so many hidden things in our food and like seed oils and all that stuff. And, Kevin and I are trying to eat as clean as we can, with his health issues and, with my high cholesterol, trying to get that down. We're just trying to make better choices, and that has helped us immensely. So I wanted to bring that up to you guys because I love you all and I want you to be healthy, right? Okay. All right, so just plans. So my plan is to continue with Pink Coat Santa. And I will probably continue to share my progress with you, even though it's going to be a new release, so you kind of already know it's coming out. It may be a Jingle Ball release. I don't know. I'm not sure about that yet. My other plans are my Christmas fabric line is due the end of June. So I have one more trip coming up. I leave a week from today, actually, to go with some other Stitchy friends to Elk Rapids. And that's going to be a total gas. They're going to go there Thursday through Wednesday. I can't go until Friday afternoon because I'm taking my mom to an orthopedic doctor. She's having some really bad hip pain and she can't walk. She's using a wheelchair. It's terrible. But we got that wheelchair out and we went and got our nails done, and I took her out to lunch and we forged on and we did it, and it worked out great. We bought her the wheelchair. Actually, while I was in Florida, it got to where she was just immobile, and so I ordered on Amazon a lightweight, easily foldable wheelchair that's small, that she can get around her house by just like using her feet, and it's fabulous, and it gets her where she needs to be. She can stand, she just can't walk because she has such hip pain. So anyway, we're going to an orthopedic surgeon to find out if there's anything that they can do for her other than hip surgery. We shall see. So anyway, after that appointment, then I'm heading to Elk Rapids. I am not staying till Wednesday. I'm probably coming home Tuesday. So my trip will be a couple days shorter than theirs, but I'll get a lot of stitching done there. But when I get back from there, I'm home most of June, and I will be working on my fabric line. I will be punching my brains out. We have a new release coming. When I was at Welcome Stitchery Retreat, I have 3 new releases that I had the books for already. So I took the new releases with me, so they got a little jump start on you. And there's some other things that I need to photograph and get to the printer, hopefully later today. I want this new release to be in June. So it'll be mid to late June before it's out though, and before I post everything. So that's coming. Fabric line, and just continue to stitch on Pink Coat Santa and the Hometown Sal. And maybe, you know, I've been sketching, like I said. I'm really working. I want to do a semi-quincentennial book with lots of cool Americana things in it for next year. So I'm working on that as well. So there's just a lot going on. I'm super excited that the Quilter Station piece came back while I was out of town. I have sent that off to Faye Rigsby to finish, and it's going to be so amazing. So yeah, so that's going great because I'm way ahead of schedule on that, and I'll get the fabric and floss ordered next week. So yeah, plenty of time for that retreat. I feel really good about being ahead of schedule on that. And the other thing I really need to work on in June and July is my Jingle Ball class. It's going to be something that I've never made, so I want to make like 2 or 3 of them to get it down really well and make sure this is something that I could teach. So anyway, those are my plans. I think that's it for now. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me, and if you hung out till the end. I hope you get lots of stitching time in, and I hope to be back in another couple weeks with another video. Until then, don't forget, create every day. Bye now.
baby, go. Now do the Lambo thing.